Let's do this.
All right, let's go live to the CBD4U.net hotline. You don't have to live in pain anymore. You can sleep better at night with CBD. CBD4U.net. That's CBDFORYOU.net. We're talking with WoW superhero Stephy SLAYS. Brought to you by CBD4U.net. Steffi, how's it going?
I'm doing so good. I'm so excited to be here with all you guys.
Yeah. Hey, I got to tell you, when your publicist sent us this stuff, this line right here just karate chopped me in my face. It says, at just 22 years of age, she works 3 jobs, 2 side gigs, studies as a full-time college student, manages a blossoming Instagram account, and still finds time to bake perfect Pinterest pizza bites for her weekly movie nights with the girls. How? How in the world?
It takes a lot of practice and many years of this practice, but my best friend in this whole situation is my agenda. I'm an old school paper and pen person, so even though I'm really big with technology and so big with social media, I always go back to the original pen and paper to set my whole day and just go with that. That's where it all starts with.
There you go. What are you going to college for?
I'm actually going for ultrasound. I already got my bachelor's degree with business, and now I'm tapping into the medical field and see what I could do there.
Wow, go ahead. We're talking with WoW superstar Stephy SLAYS. Let's talk about some of your signature moves. You got the delete your account, the sponsored snap, and the do it for the GIF. How did you come up with these names, and what are these moves like?
Well, the names, first of all, came with something that I like to do, and that's social media. And because I'm a youngster in the group, I wanted to incorporate the millennial style, which is the social media movement. So that's how I decided to bring that into the ring. And along with what I do with the moves, so Stephy SLAYS in the previous seasons, you don't really see so much winning. I take all the losing. So on this season, I kind of want to keep it as a surprise because for all my fans that already know now, they know that I haven't won anything. So this is going to be such a great thing for them to see and to actually finally put the moves with the names. And this is something that I'm so excited for you guys to see in this season.
Man, and you grew up in Dallas, Texas, and that was a huge hotbed for wrestling for a long time. WCCW at the Sportatorium. It is legendary with the Von Erich family running that. When you were growing up, who were your influences to get in the wrestling industry?
To be honest, it was. I didn't really get so much influence from watching wrestling to do the wrestling. It's really with my life experience of going through depression and having a really rough time being bullied and having suicidal thoughts. I was heavily diagnosed with depression and suicidal commitments until my mom's best friend, Sophia Lopez, who is the attorney for WoW, decided to get me involved with WoW. She's like, I think this should be good for you. You can let out all your emotions here. And as an 18-year-old, that's what I needed. And so I joined WoW, and that's how I got more highly involved with the wrestling. After participating with WoW and falling in love with doing wrestling, that's where I then became a fan of wrestling because then I started watching it afterwards. So I was the backward case.
Right. We recently talked to a wrestler who is a former vet, and wrestling helps him cope with PTSD. How did wrestling help you cope? Did it like the wrestler that we talked to a few weeks ago? Did it allow you to escape your situation, or did it give you empowerment? And you were like, man, I can do all this, and I'm so much better than what these people are telling me I am.
Exactly. It wasn't an escape for me because I no longer was trying to, get away from the fact that I had horrible suicidal thoughts. I realized that was my past, and I had no choice but to accept it. But wrestling, what it helped with me was to show that I can become an powerful woman, that I can move on no matter how hard, how bad life has been in the past. as long as you get up and continue to do things that you're passionate about and to move forward. And then what better place but the wrestling ring to actually use this as a platform to talk about it? Because if I can overcome those damages, those hateful things, and then do this with my life, it's just mind blowing. I wake up every day blessed and just so happy that I chose to do wrestling, and this is helping me overcome, my depression. And now I'm a perfectly healthy girl.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Now, let me ask you this. Are you a Cowboys fan?
Oh, yeah.
We won't hold that against you.
I know, but we just lost by the Rams not too long ago.
It's all good. The Saints are still in. That's all that matters.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking at the lineup on this card. This card is going to be absolutely fantastic.
Yes, I agree. We have so many talented women in our roster, and you're just going to be wowed the whole time. You can't pick another name, but wow. That's all I can say. The first episode, I'm actually in it, and I'm very excited for everyone to tune in and watch it because, I'm gonna take a lot of stuff in, and I'm gonna be doing the takeover on social media. So whatever questions and answers and comments and whatever you want to know about this episode that's coming out tonight, about the moment, what happened in that moment with Stephy SLAYS, just go online and hashtag Ask the Superhero and just ask me away. I'm going to be on live tonight during the premiere.
What's your favorite social media platform and why?
I love Instagram because of the picture purpose.
Mm-hmm. Now, you can post pictures on Facebook and Twitter. Why Instagram?
Yeah, I do Twitter and Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. But Instagram, I don't know, it's just, there's more filter variety. For me, it's just, I feel more connected with people on Instagram. I feel like everyone's on that one particularly, and you're seeing in the moment pictures, and it's so easy to navigate through. And then the fact that it also shares to the other Instagram or to the other social media accounts, that's a huge plus for that.
Now, you're a graduate of the WOW. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's a one-stop place.
I got you. It's like the Walmart of social media.
Yes.
A one-stop shop. Now, you're a graduate of the WOW Wrestling Academy. What was it like? What does Selena Majors bring to the table training over at the WOW Academy?
Oh, my goodness. She brings so much to the table. All her knowledge and experience, and she's patient but tough at the same time and understanding. To me, she's my wrestling mom. I just call her mom because she is, besides being a great trainer, she is the most beautiful, humble, amazing person you can meet just outside of the ring. And I'm so grateful to have her as a trainer. I would never, ever replace her for anyone else. I'm so loyal to her. She's the only person that I want to be trained by, and that's it. That's all I have to say about her. I love her so much. She's an amazing person.
Very cool. And I know you guys got a lot of heavy behind you with Jeannie Buss and with David McLean. What was it like when you first heard the news that Mark Cuban had signed on to carry your program right after New Japan?
It's just such an amazing experience, and I was so happy, but it's kind of like surreal, Like, we have Jeannie Buss, and we have David McLean, and we have Selena Majors. It's all these people that believe in us and believe in what we can do, and then to know that we have Mark Cuban on board, like, that means we're very powerful, inspiring women, that we got him on board. And right now I'm just like in that shock moment where, is it real or is this a dream? So it's just a great experience, and I love it. I'm having a great time with all this.
Right, and coming from Dallas, that had to have been pretty cool with you being the owner of the Mavericks. Has he sent any free Maverick swag your way?
I hope so. Not yet, but I would love to get some Maverick stuff.
Come on, Mark. What are you waiting on?
I know. Come on, Mark. I mean, Jeannie Buss already gave me a hat.
To listen to the entire Steffi SLAYS interview, check out the link in the description. You got to step your game up, Mark.